Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to WordStream's webinar, 10 Tips to Get More Clicks on Facebook and Google. My name is Maggie, and I'm here to kick things off before passing it off to our Facebook and Google expert, Meenakshi. I also want to remind everybody that if you didn't have a chance to run our free Google Ads Grader before this session, click the link in the chat box to get a full audit of your Google Ads account completely free, and it only takes 60 seconds. Next slide, please. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you all a little bit about WordStream. You might know us from our free tools, our awesome content, or our amazing blog. We are premier partners of Google, Bing, and Facebook, and we offer a software here at WordStream called WordStream Advisor, which helps businesses succeed in the landscape of online advertising all in one place. WordStream Advisor makes online advertising with Google, Bing, and Facebook super simple. It helps to increase your ROI, gives you custom reports, and provides you with tons of features to save you time by simplifying your online advertising efforts. If you want to know more about how we can help you, definitely head to our website. Next slide, please. As you get familiar with WordStream, connect with us. Find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You can learn, you can interact with WordStream customers, and see some awesome content. Next slide. So one last logistics slide before I pass this off. This webinar is being recorded, and you will be emailed the recording along with the slides within 48 hours after we end today's session. Also, please submit your questions throughout the webinar. We want this to be as beneficial as possible. So please submit any questions that you have, and we're going to do our best to get to as many as we can at the end when we have a Q&A. So without further ado, I will pass things off.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Maggie. And hi, everyone. I'm so glad you could join me today. I'm Meenakshi. I'm the Director of Managed Services here at WordStream. I lead a team of Google, Bing, Facebook experts. And just a little bit about myself. I'm an avid reader. I am currently reading Sapiens. And by the way, it's highly recommended, especially during these times. It's a great book. I also love gaming, and I've just finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Trust me, it is the best ending ever. So if you're looking to pass some time, as you all are probably working from home, these are my two recommendations, Sapiens and Assassin's Creed. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our topic for today. So as you all know, COVID-19 is continuing to swiftly and significantly change consumer trends and behavior online. With that in mind, now it is more important than ever to stay informed and understand the new digital marketing landscape. This basically means that we need to make sure to take a pulse of the current landscape and category demand to understand the needs of our customers. We recently published very informative COVID-19 related and industry related blogs from WordStream. Also, resources such as Google Trends and Google Alerts can help you stay up to date on local conditions and better understand your customers' frame of mind. Retailers can review metrics by retail categories to see what customers may be searching for across your search and shopping campaigns, especially if you sell high demand products during this time. Secondly, it is also very important for us to be current and transparent during this time, making informed decisions and pivoting your ads, messaging, campaigns, and overall marketing strategies to better relay your products and services to your consumers is the key. Third, during this time, it's also very, very important to maintain a significant search and social presence. This means continuing with both your branding as well as direct response initiatives. And finally, just being smart, agile, and creative is exactly what will set you apart from your competition during this time. Adjust your ad copy, your campaign, your account strategy in real time. Freshen up your ads and ad strategies in real time. As consumer behavior shifts, make sure product information is up to date across all channels and communications to ensure you're striking the right tone during this time. And with that, let's talk about the agenda for today. So here are 10 tips from my side to freshen up your ads and get more clicks on Facebook and Google. We're going to talk about how to be smart, be agile, and be creative during COVID-19 situations. So we're going to talk about speaking to your current customer needs. We'll talk about highlighting offerings that are relevant amid COVID-19, updating inventory and services. I'll give you live examples of these. We'll talk about removing redundant or disadvantageous call to actions. We'll also talk about updating ad scheduling, enabling automatic item updates in Google Merchant Center, building brand awareness, and then, of course, the fact that this is great time for testing. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about intelligent remarketing during this time and why this is so important. And we'll wrap up with context and empathy. So let's get started. During this time, it is now more important than ever to speak to your current customer needs. As I said earlier, it's important to be creative, to be smart and agile. And over here, you'll see great examples of ad copies doing exactly that. There are ads that speaking about working from home, stay cozy in super soft plush slippers. And the ad copy shows if you're working from home and you're wearing these plush slippers, how comfortable you can be. There are also ads that we've found and we're creating that talk about if you're stuck working from home, we've got your nutrition covered. We're offering 20% of your organic immune boosting meal program for the next 4 weeks. And then finally, it's also very important to position your products and services to serve the current consumer market. So here you'll see an ad copy example where the ad talks about if you're self-quarantined, get the only product that can lower your golf score from home. Trusted and approved by over 50 PGA, LPGA Tour pros. With that, let's move into the next important tip from my side. During this time, please make sure to highlight offerings that are relevant to COVID-19 situations. Some great examples to use in your ad copy are free delivery, fast delivery, same-day shipping, pickup in store. And of course, you can get creative as much as you like with this. So here are some great examples to show you real-life examples, real-life ad copy from the client base. Stuck at home, we deliver tons of wines to choose from. Can't leave the house? Get wine shipped directly to your home and save up to 60% off retail prices. Yes, we ship to Massachusetts. And then over here in the third example, you'll see delivered fast. So it focuses on fast delivery. For my next tip, let's talk about providing inventory and service updates. Most of the businesses during these times are experiencing limited or extra hours. And a lot of our retail clients are seeing a lot of products going in and out of stock rapidly during these times. So if you're experiencing the same things at your end, just make sure to refresh your ad copy to indicate availability. Here are some great examples. For this particular slide, I wanted to give you examples of products that are actually going in and out of stock a lot right now. So liquid hand soap, if you would see in the first example, it says in stock. In the second example, you will see it says public goods, back in stock, hand sanitizer. And then finally, you will see in the third example and the fourth example, you'll see they're talking about scheduling and then shipping within 24 hours. Again, the availability as well as the timings. For our fourth tip, let's talk about removing redundant and disadvantaged call to actions. This is very important for maintaining your accounts right now. If you've been running ad copies in the past, don't forget to review them and review the messaging in there. Check for any redundant or disadvantageous call to action phrases in the ad copy. Make sure to pause or edit ads to remove any counter-effective ads. This will definitely help you improve your click-through rates, quality scores, and save your very precious marketing dollars during these times. So again, some examples of counter-effective call to action phrases over here are shop in store, visit us for more information, book a guided tour, and join now. Instead of these phrases, choose shop online, call us for more information, book a virtual tour, Learn more. The next one is updating your ad scheduling. COVID-19 has changed when users search and shop online significantly. It is very important for all of us to analyze account data carefully to decide your ad scheduling and ad delivery strategy. Here, I wanted to give you all an example of how many conversions we were getting across different days and hours versus what's happening with the same account now. Um, so while earlier you would see that the conversions were evenly spread throughout different times of the day and on different days of the week, now the conversions are limited to Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and mostly after 3 p.m. This sort of an analysis is very important for deciding, again, how to utilize our marketing ad spend optimally. For our next step, I'm going to go into enabling automatic item updates in Google Merchant Center. Issues such as latency between updates on your website and updates to your data submissions can definitely result in inaccurate or stale product data. Automatic item updates can help you avoid this by keeping your product data up to date. Automatic item updates allow Google to update your product listings on shopping ads, shopping actions, local inventory ads, and surfaces across Google using the structured data markup Google finds on your website and advanced data extractors. Automatic item updates is currently offered for price and availability attributes only. So just to give you an example, if your most recent data feed contains an item that costs $4, but your product landing page lists it as $3, Google will update the item to $3 in your shopping ad. Though there are very few limitations to automatic item updates, but they're still there. Updating your information multiple times a day is definitely one of them. That said, I would definitely recommend finding a way to automatically update your product data and keep it as current as possible. As your products go in and out of stock, as your pricing changes rapidly throughout the days of the week, this is going to go a long way in keeping your customers updated about the latest availability as well as price of your items. For our next tip, I would highly recommend building brand awareness during this time. While Google's search traffic has reduced a bit since the beginning of March, we've definitely seen some other channels pick up significantly. Bing and Google search partner traffic has remained pretty much unaffected. Google Display Network traffic has increased significantly. YouTube traffic similarly has increased significantly. As more and more people are spending more and more time online, they're working from home and browsing a lot more content on the display, video, and social networks. It is definitely very important for us to showcase our ads on the display and social networks. The key thing to keep in mind is advertising across multiple networks will help you mitigate the volatility of just relying on Google search alone. We have seen, as I said earlier, a decrease of about 20% in traffic across Google search. If you are leveraging display, YouTube, and Facebook, you can get significantly more ad visibility during these times, and you can also enjoy much cheaper cost per clicks during these times. As competition is pulling back, probably for you, or as generally the CPCs are becoming a little bit cheaper right now, it is definitely advantageous to leverage these platforms to showcase your ads. If you're challenged by low search volume in any case, or you just have low budgets during this time due to just the generic COVID-19 scenario, we'd recommend leveraging display and social channels to continue and even scale ad visibility at much lower costs. Leveraging display and social channels will help build brand awareness and brand recall for your products and services. This will in turn not only help you during this time, but also help you after the current COVID-19 situation dissipates. We'll just give you a little bit of cushion to bounce back once all of this settles down. Next, let's talk about testing. With more and more consumers spending time on display, social, and video channels, it's definitely a very good time to test. So if you've been meaning to test anything, whether it was new verbiage, whether it was new messaging, imagery, or videos for your ad creatives, I'd highly recommend doing that during this time. It will give you a lot of time to fine tune your verbiage, your imagery, and your videos for, again, when the time is right and when things are bouncing back, you will have high quality ad creatives that are tested and ready to roll out for your audiences later on. This is also a very good time to test new ad formats. Um, Ad formats such as lead ads on Facebook, discovery ads on Google are all great examples. And then again, new audiences, testing new audiences during this time, meaning testing demographic audiences, interest-based audiences, lookalikes, or even custom audiences are just great strategies for your Facebook and Instagram campaigns. For my ninth tip, I'm going to say intelligent remarketing. This is definitely very important during this time with majority of the workforce moving to a work from home cadence. Consumers have increased online browsing, visiting display and social networks significantly more than before. If your business has slowed down or you have limited advertising budget, now would be a good time to refresh your ad copy with incentives like free shipping and special promos and serve it specifically to your remarketing audiences. Users who have a proven history of engaging with your products and services and your brand and showing interest on your website. Here you'll see a perfect example of how this brand is leveraging remarketing to engage with audiences who have shown interest on their website before. And for my last tip, I would say it's very important to be in the context and maintain empathy for your consumers. As communities are responding to COVID-19, keep these considerations in mind to evaluate your past and current ads. We'd recommend adapting to dynamic market conditions as required. Some of the most important tips from my side are consider your context and tone. Make sure you're sensitive to how certain words may make your audience feel. Be careful about the double meanings of words like protection, checkup, prevention, or virus. For international campaigns, be aware of local terms that have been used to reference COVID-19 and regional disruptions. When I searched for the keyword virus check, even though I was looking to check virus in my computer, I got this ad. This during these times, virus check might also mean some things that are completely different, very COVID-19 related. So you may want to keep this in mind. What sort of keywords are triggering what sort of ad copies? Is this going to lead to wasted spend? Is this going to lead to inappropriate ad serving for the contextual keywords right now? And according to those analysis, just tweak your ad copy a little bit during this time. Next, also consider if your old message is still relevant and carefully crafted. What you decided 4 weeks ago may not be appropriate today. Ask yourself, is this creative verbiage and ad placement right for this moment and in this context? Here you'll see a great example of Denny's. They used to have a very playful and very energetic, ad copy earlier. Also, their verbiage was very playful earlier. So they were saying things are getting steamy and it has nothing to do with your Valentine, everything to do with your skillets. Try a sizzling skillet today. See you at Denny's. However, amid the current COVID-19 scenario, they've changed their ad copy to a much more calm and more responsible version. So they're saying we're changing a few things to keep our customers and staff safe. You can read the full statement from our CEO here, and then they're saying see you at Denny's. Finally, make sure to review assets thoroughly. For example, think about the appropriateness of images and videos that show large gatherings of people or human interaction. Consider the tone of your headlines, descriptions, and landing pages carefully. And with all of these great tips, I think I just want to end with how to, in general, respond to consumer needs during this time. Keep in mind that in this challenging time, consumers are looking to retailers, business owners, and marketers for preparedness. Through the uncertainty, the primary thing people want from business owners is relevant and up-to-date information. Being there in these important moments with useful, relevant, and up-to-date information will help ensure you build long-term loyalty and trust with your consumer base. This is a great opportunity to really deliver your best to your consumer base. And again, the key word here is build long-term loyalty and trust with your consumers. I hope that all of these tips were helpful for you. We'll now open it up for any questions that you may have. Thank you.